Hey guys, okay, so we have been doing reach outs. Now, aren't those fun? I just love just connecting with other people. And we have been getting over our fear of inviting people, and we have been inviting people. People that you reached out to on Monday say, hey, you know what, we've been chatting, love to have caught up with you, just inviting to the group. And now, here comes the key part that a lot of people get afraid of because they don't want to sound pushy or annoying or bug people. It's the follow-up. A lot of people are like, okay, I sent out my invites and now what? Like, people aren't responding, or you know, what do I do? How do I take care of this? So there is a national coach call that I listen to that has been really key for me in making sure that my follow-ups are really adding value. Again, adding value in every step of the process. So think of it this way. You're sitting down at a restaurant with some family or friends that you haven't connected with in forever, and the waiter comes over and goes, hey, are you guys ready to order yet? And you're like, nope, not yet. Leaves 5 seconds later, hey, are you guys ready to order now? Like, he comes back over and over and over again. You're like, hold on, just give us a moment here. Or like, he comes and says, hey, do you need your water refilled? Do you need water refilled? Water refilled. And you're like, oh my gosh, let us chat. Just leave us alone, dude. Now that's a pretty annoying scenario. But on the flip side, what if your waiter comes to you and says, hey, are you guys ready to order? And you go, hold on. And they leave, and then they never come back. That's a pretty silly scenario as well. So that's kind of the way I want to relate our follow-ups to, because we want to strike a balance where we're not annoying somebody, but we're not also just leaving them hanging. The one thing to keep in mind is that if somebody doesn't respond, it is not personal. I mean, take a look at our lives now. We are involved in working out and eating clean, and we're checking into these challenge groups. We got the challenge groups and push groups, and when somebody sends us a message on our inbox, we are on that like super fast, and we're responding. I mean, my inbox is cleared out every day at 0 before I go to bed. But was that your life before you became a coach? Were you on messages that quick and responding that fast? Probably not. And because fitness is such a huge part of our life, it's like, dude, like, hop on this and get it done. And for other people, it's not necessarily a priority. So if people aren't responding to you, it's not personal. It's just that it's not a priority in their life to get right back to you. The worst thing Facebook ever did for me was add in that little option that lets you see when people have seen your message. I'm like, come on, they've seen the message and they're not writing back yet. What's going on? Well, honestly, it's happened to me where I've seen a message and then like Gigi falls off a chair or the kids start fighting and I don't respond, and then it's marked red, so I forget to go back and I'm like, who was it I was supposed to respond to? And it gets lost. There are many messages that I have in my inbox that I have not responded back to, just simply because I got distracted. So do not take it personal if somebody does not respond right away to your message, to your invite, or to your follow-up. So, okay, so what does a follow-up look like? So you've invited somebody to a challenge group and either they didn't respond at all, or you're chatting and then the conversation kind of drops. Well, we don't want to be the annoying guy, but we also don't want to be the guy that leaves the conversation go. And so I usually wait about 2 days. So if I send out an invite on Monday, I usually wait till Wednesday, maybe Thursday. That way then it's not too soon, but I also don't leave it go too long. It's still fresh in their minds. And a follow-up sounds something like this. Hey, Jill, we were talking about her goals, talking about losing weight or getting fit, how this group would be really great for you. We're finalizing the group and uploading some videos and making sure that our posts are tailored to the group's needs, and we're just super excited about it. I don't want to miss you on accident. Is this something you still want to do? You know, it could be any sort of version like that. It can even be super short, like, hey, Jill, we're finalizing our March group, and I just want to make sure I don't miss you on accident. Did you still want to join us? It doesn't have to be, hey, are you going to place your order? Or, hey, you know, are you going to buy the program? Just, hey, do you still want to join us? And so I'll send that to somebody, and then I oftentimes get, oh yeah, no, I still want to join. Okay, and then I pick up the conversation and say, well, let's go over these questions first, so that way then we can make sure that this group is a fit for you and is going to help you reach your needs. if I send out an invite and they don't respond, I send the same thing. Hey, we're finalizing a group. Don't want to miss you on accident. Is this something that you would want to do, want to learn more about? Now, if you send out, a message and there is crickets and they still don't respond to that, I'll wait another 2 days and I'll say, hey, you know what? It now doesn't seem to be like the best time for you. Would you like me to follow up in a few weeks to see if it's a better time for you? Or you could say, hey, we're finalizing our group. It doesn't seem to be a right time for you. No worries. My feelings aren't hurt. I just want to see if I could follow up in a few weeks to see if that's a better time. And so I'll send an invite. We'll have a conversation, or they do or don't respond. I'll send hey, we're finalizing our group. Still want to find out if you want to join us. And then wait another 2 days and say, hey, you know what? Now doesn't seem to be like a good time. Can I follow up in a few weeks to see if that's a better time for you? Simple, easy, simple, non-intrusive. Now, the next question comes, well, what if they respond, no, I don't want to be a part of your group? It's totally cool. It's just not the right time for them. So what I say is, okay, cool. You know what? I run one of these every month. Would it be okay if I follow up in a few months to see if that time is better for you? I have yet to have anybody say, no, don't ever follow up with me ever again. In a few months, sure, why not? Or this is a perfect time to say, hey, totally cool, no worries. I was wondering though if you know somebody who might want to join. Ask for a referral. If it's not right for them or it's not the right time for them, it's totally okay to see if there's somebody else they know who might want to take the spot in the challenge group. Just simply ask. It doesn't have to be scary. So that's the way that I follow up. Now, if somebody does say no, it means not right now. I don't let the conversation drop there either. A follow-up continues because I want to make sure I'm adding value to them, and I want to make sure that they know that it's not about the sale. So I'll put them on my not right now list, and I will keep in touch with them once a month, sometimes once every other month, and just send them something of value, something that had we had a conversation and it just wasn't the right time, maybe they were struggling with emotional eating, or they're struggling with portion sizes, or they're struggling with recipes. I will send them a tip or something like that once a month, once every 2 months, just to keep in contact with them. I'll also, if I don't have something to send them via message, I'll make sure that I go back and comment on one of their posts or their pictures, or I click like, to make sure that they know that I'm still interacting with them, and our friendship and our conversation wasn't just based on whether or not they buy something from me. So this brings me, though, to the most important element of a follow-up, and that is, who do you follow up with? Are you guys keeping a physical list of the people you're following up with? When I say physical, a lot of people are pen and paper, and a lot of people are computer. For me, I do both. I have my master list of my Facebook friends, and from there I write down the names of people I want to invite. I truly believe in the power of pen and paper and writing down somebody's name. Once I send them an invite, though, I keep track of them in the computer, because I have a lot of people at this point who are not right nows, challengers, coaches, that sort of thing. And so I keep them in an Excel spreadsheet with the date of the last time I contacted them, and I have that sorted through the last date contacted. And that way, then when I log in the computer and I'm doing reach out or just connecting with them once again, I make sure that I don't just leave it at, do you want to join our group? No. Okay, conversation over. We want to make sure that we continually follow up. It's a continual process. So that is the challenge for today, is I want you guys, if you haven't yet, to bust out a pen and paper or to open up an Excel spreadsheet and write down the names of people who you have contacted, who you have invited, and make sure you put the date of the last time you contacted them, so that way then you know when you're needing to follow up with them. And so I want either a screenshot of that spreadsheet or a picture from your phone taking a snapshot of the people that you have invited that you now know that you will be following up with. So that's your challenge. Following up does not have to be scary. It's just simply finding out if they want to join the group, and if not, seeing if you can follow up again later. All right, love you guys.